Good evening, guys. We're live again. It feels like a while since we've been on a live.
Yeah, we were just trying to figure out when it was. It does feel like a long time, and we always get a bit nervous when it's been a while. Like, oh, is the mic on? Is this on? Oh no, Loz has got it playing on his phone loudly.
What's going on there?
But good evening, and thank you for joining us. Are you okay, Lozzie?
I am just about sorted myself out. How is everybody doing this evening? We're doing a live on a Monday night. We thought.
Well, there's so much coming up and we need to talk about it. We've got the Deadlift World Championships, which is obviously part of the bigger show, the World Open run by Giants Live. The week after that, we've got the Shore Classic and Britain's Strongest Woman.
Yeah.
Unfortunate timing for Britain's Strongest Woman because the Shore Classic is going to be very good big news. Absolutely. But yeah, lots going on these next couple of weeks.
How is everybody this evening? Have you had a great weekend? I want to know what you've all been up to. We had a nice one, but we have to talk about the deadlift before we talk about anything.
Okay, let's address a couple of questions quickly first. So Lone Wolf saying he reckons it's going to be back-to-back Berserker wins.
Saw a post that he put up today, and I think he likes being the underdog.
Oh yeah.
Trey just kind of goes in there. We're going to talk more about the Shore Classic, but if you guys have questions, feel free to shoot them over today. But next week we'll talk a lot about the Shore Classic. We want to focus this week the build up to the World Open and the deadlift. But I am excited for the Shore Classic.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be awesome. And it's going to be live. Thank you, Brian.
Yes.
Thank you. Nicola, what? On a Monday, you're trying to catch us up? We were going to do this yesterday, but we had a big day out plan with the kids. You had arm wrestling. We knew we'd be dead on our feet, and we were. Bed by 10, wasn't it?
We were knackered yesterday. It's probably one of the earliest nights we've had in a long time.
Yeah, but don't we feel fresh today? Okay, so we've got a member comment from Steve saying, how many athletes do you see deadlifting 475 kilos? Yeah. So we've got our prediction video for that going out tomorrow, haven't we?
Yeah. The real interesting kind of thing as a fan is going to be watching what jumps people make.
Yeah.
Because there's certain lifts. I mean, I know that the lifts are going to be 400 kilos, 425, 1,000 pounds, or 447, 457, 453
53.5. Yeah.
Then they're going to go 475, then 505. Now, I think it would be nice to see athletes be able to pick their own numbers for a change. I understand why Giants Life can't do that.
Or a little change in the numbers, a slight tweak, or one extra jump.
Because there's guys that I think are capable of around 480, for instance. Yeah. There's guys I think are capable of around 460.
Yeah, and it could
430 to 440. Mm-hmm. So the jumps are going to be a big factor. There's a few guys that are capable of 475.
But that probably won't go for
it. So Mitch Hooper. I mean, if you guys saw his deadlift video today, and obviously I've spoken to him privately about this, but he's not going to be trying 475. No. Now, I think he's one that's capable of it, but he is hell-bent on going for the record. And if you are hell-bent on going for the record, you can't really go for the 475 beforehand because it is a big number that's going to take a lot out of you. So if you're going to have a legitimate shot at getting that 505, really, you probably need to skip the 475. So that's going to be the question mark. But athletes that are capable of 475, Makarov proved that last year. Mitch Hooper has proven he can pull 475. I believe Rauno and Graham Hicks are both capable of 475. I think Pavlo Nekonechny is capable of 475.
It's going to be dependent.
Asku Karu is unknown in terms of what we've seen him do in the gym. Unbelievable. And if he can back that up, then he's capable. And Payman.
Yeah.
So, on paper, there's a number of athletes capable of it. Whether that happens is completely different. It's going to come down to what jumps they do, what kind of shape they're in, if they can get there. There's so many factors at the moment still that we don't know. But I'm excited to watch it. And that's the great thing with sport. We never know. We can have our opinions, but we don't know until the day.
And one more from Steve. One more cheeky question. Any thoughts about Larry Wheels saying he's too old to learn or to start Strongman? So
Larry Wheels is definitely not too old. I think.
Did you watch his video?
I've not watched his.
I only watched the start. So for those who don't know, he's injured and he's no longer going to be doing Middle East Strongest Man.
What's he hurt?
His back.
Deadlifting?
His lower back deadlifting. I didn't watch it in full. I skipped. I'll be honest, but apparently, after his 3-week holiday, he did one session and then he jumped massively in weights. And the next one, it was something like that. He blamed himself and his own impatience, I think. But I think he's a bit disheartened and he's not doing strongman again now.
Oh, that's a shame. I mean, Larry is an incredible athlete. You know, he's such a talent, ridiculous raw strength. I don't think he's the smartest in terms of the way he trains.
Okay.
Particularly for a sport like strongman, you cannot just go to the ridiculous numbers that he lifts on quite a regular basis.
Do you think social media is to blame with that?
Well, yes and no. His job is social media.
Yeah.
So without that kind of content and the crazy lifts, he doesn't make the money he makes. So I totally understand why he does it. And he's very good at what he does. He's very good at a lot of things.
Yeah.
But if he wants to be world class at something, he needs to dedicate a bit more time to it and understand that sometimes you've got to hold back. It's hard sometimes because you want to do the big lifts and you want to prove that you're the strongest out there. The time to prove that you're the strongest is competition. If you're a competitive athlete, it's, you know, if you're an arm wrestler, do it in the match. If you're a strongman, do it on competition day. If you're a power lifter, do it on the platform. Gym lifts don't matter as a competitive athlete. Yes, they're great. Yes, we like watching them, but you have to learn when to pull back, when a session should just be focused more on technical stuff. Obviously, he's been on holiday. Maybe his diet's been a bit off, his drinks, his hydration's been a bit off. So then to come in straight away and do a session like that, I think from what you've said, he admits that himself. But saying he's too old to learn strongman is ridiculous. I mean, he's 27 years old.
And well, yeah, exactly. And
Mark Felix is a bad example because Mark Felix is Mark Felix, but there's plenty of guys that have started late 20s, early 30s and gone on to do very well. So, you know, if Larry is serious about doing one of these sports, he needs to understand, even with his tremendous genetics, it's going to take a few years.
Yeah.
You know, when you're looking at the absolute best in the world, you just can't rush this stuff.
No.
And he's already got a big advantage on a lot of people, but there's a lot of areas that he isn't so good at as well when it comes to being a complete strongman or a complete arm wrestler or a complete, you know, whatever it might be.
Victor, Haylers and Lars, you get a huge hug from me. Thank you, Victor. From Jim. Will we be at Britain's Strongest Woman in Doncaster?
Yes, we will.
We
are going there, looking forward to it.
Yes. And here, Eric, so excited for this. Finally, after 2 years watching the channel, the first live I'm watching, well, live.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us, Eric. And thank you for everyone else.
Yes.
You guys can remember to like the video. It helps us a tremendous amount, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, Lasse. Live on Monday, we're messing people up. But this is good because if your body subconsciously thinks it's a Sunday, Friday's going to come much quicker.
And also people like Eric get to join us.
Yes, slightly mix it up a little bit, make it easier for people who have other commitments on a Sunday. Hey guys, hey David, thank you for joining us. Andrew, should Mitch go for the comp win or world record? Can he do both?
I think Mitch, you know, his game plan has always been to go for the record and he believes he's capable. So yes, he should take that opportunity and go for it. He's got a lot of competitions coming up.
He's already qualified for next year's Worlds through the Strongman Classic.
And I think in terms of the whole event, it's not the best competition for him.
No.
And he really wants to win Canada's Strongest Man, which is in 3 or 4 weeks' time.
He's got the
Shore Classic next week. It's very difficult to do everything. And that's one of the things I think he'll probably realize is competing at the top level week in, week out is very different to just peaking for one show. Yeah. So I think he's doing the smart thing, focusing on one job at this competition. Whether he can get the 505 is a big ask. It's a tremendous weight. And, you know, there's so many factors in that, but you need to be in you kind of need to put yourself in that environment and give yourself a chance. He's pulled 475 before. Trainings look solid. It's a big ask to jump up to 505, but he's got to go for it. And the only way he's going to go for it is by making that big jump and focusing solely on the deadlift. So he needs to really give the deadlift everything. And I think, honestly, use the rest of the competition as a training session for the Shore Classic and Canada's Strongest Man coming up in a few weeks.
Quick hellos to Austin, Dylan,
hey Austin,
and
hey Dylan,
Heidi. Thank you for joining us. Jamie asking if anyone will do 505. Come back tomorrow, 4 p.m. We've got our full prediction for it. So we go through every athlete. And
every
what we
single
think they're
athlete
gonna
and
lift.
what we think everyone will pull based
Yeah.
on the jumps, based on what we've seen on social media.
Yeah, and based on what we think their
Do
game plan
you
will
guys
be.
think anyone can pull 505? There's a question, because I'm always interested to hear what you guys have to say as well.
El Press Cat, thank you for the super chat. Saw Brian's car leg press. How would you do, Lars? Have you seen it?
It looks awesome. It does look really cool.
Some people on Reddit have been not freaking out, but
that it might fall on someone.
Concerned. Yeah, I'm sure it's been stress tested to the max, because the last thing Brian is going to want. I mean, Brian is a stickler for stuff like this being very safe, so I'm certain he will have put it through his paces and made sure it's.
He's been testing
very,
it
very
and making
safe.
sure it's okay.
Yeah,
I've only ever seen a leg press in one competition before.
They did
World's
it at
Strongest, World's Strongest
yeah.
Man. Personally, I was pretty good at leg pressing. I think I don't like to do the ifs and buts, because you just don't know.
And leg press, one of those things, are all different.
They are
they?
all different.
Yeah.
I mean, I've used lots of different leg press machines.
Used leg pressed a car.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's a weird one. And then thinking about which athletes will be good at it as well, and how they judge it. I mean, are they going to judge everyone to the same marker? Because everyone's limbs are different.
I don't know. Oh, I know someone's spoken about this before, but my head is so fuzzy with all. Let us know in the comments. I'm sure one of you knows.
We will put a little bit more research into the Shore Classic next week. But yeah, from what I've seen, it just looks like a cool event. It's a little bit different, and I think it might favor, different athletes than you might expect.
Yeah.
Some like Kevin Fairs is.
Well, Kevin won the squat last.
Yeah.
I mean, it ended up being a bit weird with it was a bit bouncy, wasn't it?
It wasn't really a squat.
I don't think it went how Brian wanted it to go.
No, it's always a difficult thing with those type of events, getting the
having it look really
correct
cool.
kind of techniques used, or the depth and stuff like that. It can not always go to plan, but the leg press is such a standard thing in any gym.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes.
We've seen videos of people sat on a leg press.
Yeah,
so to see someone pressing a car, it looks good. I think it's quite cool.
Dylan, a Loz and Liz live stream to make a Monday a little bit less awful. Hopefully your Mondays haven't been too dreadful. But we've got lots to look forward to over the next couple of weeks in the world of Strongman.
We have indeed.
Any updates on Mitch Hooper? He put out his own video earlier today, which you should definitely go and check out.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing Mitch over here again. He seems very confident in himself, which is how you need to be. And, he's feeling good. I think he's a little bit tired from a lot of training and the travel, and he's working a lot as well. But he's a confident man and he believes in himself. So we cannot wait to see what Mitch can do.
Jamie, thank you so much for the super chat, Jamie. Fancy doing one on a Monday. I've had to rush home after deadlifts and no jiu-jitsu, is that? Yep. So my legs don't want to work properly. Sorry, Jamie, didn't mean to make you rush.
I've rushed back from the gym as well, Jamie. Yeah. So you're not the only one.
I rushed out from downstairs. It's 9. Here we go. Comment from Sam. Mitch can't reasonably be expected to do well in the Shore Classic, can he? His central nervous system will be fried after a world record deadlift attempt and won't be recovered for a very heavy show. What do you think, Coach? It's not ideal, is it?
It's not ideal. If I had my way, he wouldn't be going for it. But he believes he's got a chance, and this year is all about experience for him. Next year is about winning the major shows.
Yeah.
So right now he wants to be in all the big competitions. I think Canada's is the most important right now in terms of comps coming up, and he's got about 3 weeks till that. So that's enough time to recover. He wants to be at the Shore Classic, and actually the events aren't bad for him at the Shore Classic.
No, yeah, he could still do well.
And he's young, so he recovers quicker than, say, like some of the older guys.
He's only 26. Don't be fooled by the bald head and the moustache.
Yeah.
Is he 26?
26,
I think so. They're all so young, aren't they?
They're babies.
Alexei, Pavlo Kordiaka, they're all both 26 as well.
Know. But, not ideally, it's not. I mean, I remember hitting 430 and then going to train with a friend the week after and struggling with 300 because my central nervous system was so beat up. But we will see. He is a freak of nature.
A question from Alex saying, how much does the deadlift live stream cost? So they've lowered the price.
It's all one.
Yeah.
price
So
that-
yeah, for the price. So on Facebook, I think they've reduced it to £4.99. I think it's pounds and not dollars on Facebook. And that's for the whole show. So the deadlift and the Giants Live World Open. So all in all, you can expect about a 4-hour long show. You can, like, you don't have to be there bang on 5 p.m. when it starts. You can join at any time and watch from the beginning. And you can also pay afterwards and watch it back. Or you can join Official Strongman, where they stream all of the events, don't they? But that's obviously a reoccurring monthly payment. Yeah. But nice to see them make it a bit cheaper this time, because the cost of everything else is going up. So it's nice to see, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Someone saying Payman will be the man to pull 505.
Do you know what? I am just hoping that I hope that Payman can get over. At the moment, he is still waiting for a visa.
Yeah, we spoke to Darren about this the other week.
Everyone's done Payman's done Payman has done everything his side.
Yeah.
Giants Live have done everything this side.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of waiting now. Yeah. And unfortunately, I've asked Payman if we can help, and if there's anything any of us can do. Unfortunately,
you have Iranian roots, don't you? Do you have any connections?
No. Unfortunately, it's just a waiting game, and I feel for him because he wants to come, believes he's in great shape. It's such a shame these Iranian athletes aren't getting the opportunities to show what they can do.
No, and Darren was saying when we were there last week. Yeah, last week. For other countries, you can often pay £500 to have something sort of fast tracked through, but there's not even that option for them to do it, or they would just throw money at the problem. So
it's like Giants Live have done everything their side.
Yeah,
Payman's done everything.
Yeah, I know. World's Strongest Man started this year, a couple of months ago, to work on his visa for next year so he can get over for the show. So it's just a case of
we just got to keep our fingers crossed and hope he gets to come.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Hicksy will win. Someone said that. Hicksy will win. He'll go for 475 easy.
Win, log, and hold. Yeah, he could realistically win.
I think he's capable of all those things.
Win for our predictions. Yeah. We are inclined to agree. Is Payman's visa okay? Yeah. So Darren mentioned there was an issue as usual.
We just mentioned that.
Yeah. What's this? Harbros. Is this a Bobby Thompson reference?
No. This is the Harry bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Bobby Thompson was the one who called it Harbro. What is wrong with Bobby? It's not. It's he added an R between the B and the O at the end. It ends bow, not bro.
Anyway, moving on.
Oh, wait until I see him again. Will we be at the Arnold Sports Festival in September?
Yes, the one in the UK. Yes, we will be indeed. Yes. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, you're emceeing the Strongman show, aren't you?
I am indeed. It should be a good show. And last year was great, meeting lots of people there. Wasn't it? So hopefully we'll see lots of you guys there as well. It's going to be a very busy few months.
Yeah, it is going to be crazy. It's weird because last year everything was squeezed into the second half of the year, and we thought, oh God, yeah, that was tough. But then early this year was really busy. We've had a little bit of respite, but it's about to get very busy again, isn't it?
Oh, we've just got competition after competition now, haven't we? So we've got the World Open this weekend. We've got the Shore Classic and Britain's Strongest Woman the weekend after. Then we've got the Strongman Champions League in Gloucester.
England, yeah. We've got the Arnolds in the UK.
Yeah.
We've got the Rogue Invitational. There's OSG.
Yeah.
There's the team competition, the Glasgow show.
Yeah.
There's still quite a lot to come, isn't there?
Yeah.
I'm probably forgetting stuff as well.
Absolutely.
But there's still a lot that we're personally attending this year. Do you wanna? Here we go. Let's do this one. Because we did a video about this opinion on Dan Grigsby's 487.5 in a powerlifting meet. I see a lot of people discrediting it because it's sumo, regardless of the fact that it's the heaviest raw deadlift ever.
First thing we've got to say is, congratulations to Dan for doing the lift. He beat absolutely everyone in the competition, pulled a ridiculously big number, and broke a world record. Now, I don't think sumo is the issue. I do personally believe sumo and conventional are two different lifts. So when we look at powerlifting, sumo's allowed. So if he's allowed to do it, he's allowed to do it. But they are different lifts.
Yeah.
The more concerning thing for me is the bar that's being used for a lot of these records now, because different federations allow different things. So like the IPF are very strict. They have a standard 7-foot bar that people lift on, and it's stiffer. Now, in some of these federations, they're using these, it's a kabuki bar, which
I love that word.
it's a cool name, but the bars are longer
Mm.
and they flex more. So the weights are further out than on a standard bar, and it allows for much more flex.
Yeah.
So
not getting all
it's
that
very
weight at
difficult to
once.
compare what Dan is doing to guys in the past.
Like Benny.
Yeah. And you know, go back to, you know, whoever, but
Yeah.
the equipment is allowing athletes to lift more. That's not a bad thing. We want to see records broken and stuff, but I don't like that there's so many federations that have so many different rules. So it's hard to really say that his lift is any better than someone of another federation.
Mm.
The fact is, he broke the world record. He lifted the most weight, and what's impressive, to hook grip that kind of weight, you know, regardless,
the grip
it must have been
strength.
agony.
Yeah.
And, you know, fair play to the man for doing it. But when you compare his all-round lifts, his squat and his bench, he's not as strong as maybe some other guys in terms of all-round ability. He's a fantastic sumo puller, deserves all the credit for breaking that record. And, you know, he's much smaller than, say, the likes of Eddie and Thor that have pulled some ridiculous numbers as well. But sumo and conventional are different. And then we've got the equipment on top of that. There's so many variables now when it comes to people's lifts that it's very, very difficult to compare across, you know, even short generations now. Like we're talking 5 years ago, there's big changes in what's happening.
Loz, thank you for the super chat. Bezums. Loz, how would you like to leg press the car?
I would have loved to have done that. It's just a cool looking event to see someone pressing up a car. I had strong legs in my prime. I was pretty good on the leg press, so I think I would have done okay on it. But yeah, I think the athletes are going to be really looking forward to that one.
There you go. Average lifting guy wants to say, best channel on YouTube. Thanks for being a boss, Loz.
Thank you very much.
And then WPLN, thank you for the super chat. Thoughts on powerlifting deadlift record being set on Kabuki deadlift bar? Aren't we beyond seriousness with barbell that bends that much?
You know, you look at JF Caron on the elephant bar. No, not the elephant bar, the Hummer deadlift.
Yeah.
These bars allow a lot more flex. So
and therefore a lot more weight.
Yeah. So I personally would like to see more kind of everyone pulling on the same type of bar with the same form, you know, either it's just sumo or it's just conventional. Yeah. That's kind of what I would personally like. But we're in this position where sumo is allowed, kabuki bars are allowed in certain federations, and they, you know, whatever anyone says, they allow you to lift more weight. They allow more flex in the bar, so you don't get the whole weight off the floor. Dan, no disrespect to Dan at all, a tremendously strong guy. I cannot sumo deadlift even 400 kilos, never mind 480 kilos. And if you watch his positioning, once he's taken all the slack out of the bar, he is very high up, you know, and it's a mechanical advantage that's the bar is helping. So, you know, in terms of, is he the strongest deadlifter? No, I don't believe he is. But he broke the world record, and fair play to him. He beat everyone that was there on the day using the same bar.
If it's within the rules, you can't, you know, blame the...
Never blame the athlete for the rules.
What's it playing the game, not the player? Oh, I don't bloody know. No, yeah. You know what I'm trying to say. Look at Michael, bless him. I put off my yard work to watch this on a holiday Monday. Cutting down the tree can wait. It definitely can wait. Oh my goodness, that sounds terrible. Have a drink, have a sit down, and just relax with us instead. Andrew saying, I don't think the 505 will go this time.
Yeah. I feel the same, to be honest. Yeah. I think 505 is still a big ask, but you never know. There is a chance.
Yeah. And Dylan saying Brian will not let any athletes get injured on this piece of equipment. I'm sure Brian is double checking everything. I agree, just because of the way Brian is, and he's very much if something's not quite right, Brian will be the first to say nope. So I agree with you, Dylan. I'm sure it's being stress tested to the absolute max, and that everything's going to be fine, and there will be no drama with the car, with the car leg press.
Brian's clearly making the Shore Classic grow every year.
Yeah.
Seeing improvements. We're looking forward to watching the show. I think it's going to be a good one.
Yeah. And it's going to be live streamed this time. Thank you, Brian.
You're happy about that, aren't you?
I am happy, because it was my only real complaint last time was the sort of the secrecy surrounding it. The killing of the conversation meant that I think it hindered it more than it helped.
You need everyone to be talking about it, and that's what I felt sorry for Trey with. Yeah, Trey did so amazingly well to win last year, and by the time people were talking about it, everyone had moved on to Europe's Strongest Man.
We were already in Leeds, for Europe's Strongest Man, and we do move on quite quickly, don't we? Because there's always another competition coming. Yeah. So I'm so happy he's really listened to fan feedback, and that we'll be able to watch it live, because it means we still get to watch every lift as well, which I know some people were happy about. But that's comparing it to a heavily edited show like World's Strongest Man. Yeah. So no, very, very happy, and looking
8 events as well, and some of the best guys. And Zadrunas is competing. So
I know.
It's going to be interesting.
He won a competition yesterday in Lithuania.
I think he organised it, but some actually very good athletes competing in there.
Was there?
Yeah, not well known, but very impressive people to look out for. So something maybe we'll look into. But I've been impressed by a few up and coming guys. I'm thinking of maybe doing a video on people to look out for in the next year or two.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Lozzie. Leighton, I'm late to the chat, but I'm super excited about the Cardiff show. It'll be my first Giants Live experience in person. You are absolutely going to love it. Yeah. You will. They do put on a great show, don't they?
Yeah, this is the first time it's been in Cardiff.
In Wales?
Yeah, first time in Wales. I think Gav Bilton is going to absolutely love it. I think the fans are going to go mental when he comes out. Yeah. And I'm really excited for it. It's going to be a great show. Different lineup again.
Yeah. Jelly Beans, OF, I need to be in bed in an hour to get to the gym before work, and this has just started. Who needs sleep? Sleep is for the weak.
Just put us on and we'll kind of gently talk you off to sleep.
We'll do some ASMR. I've realized ASMR is like my worst nightmare, because I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I have mysophobia, like where you can't cope with sounds. So all of that whispering and tapping, it makes my skin crawl. I don't know how
hear her tap when she's falling asleep.
Don't. You might get an accidental backhander to the face. I don't know how people fall asleep to that. Oh goodness, makes my skin crawl. Nick Best said the car leg press was coming in at around £1,800.
That's heavy.
Pretty crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Anthony, so thank you so much for the super chat. Hi guys, big fan of the channel. I have a question for Loz. Assuming there are no disasters, the spotting or equipment, which is more dangerous, squatting on your knees or deadlifting on your back? Well, I don't understand that question.
Which is more dangerous, assuming there's no equipment malfunctions?
Yeah.
There's more that can go wrong, I think, with a squat, because a deadlift you can literally just let go of. So, in terms of a fear factor, it was always more scary to squat a big weight than to deadlift a big weight, because deadlifting, literally you pull, and if things don't go right, you can let go of the bar. But a squat,
unless you're wearing figure of eights, as Adam Bishop found out.
There's been a few instances with that. But on a squat, you are literally getting crushed by the weight. So I think there's more that can go wrong with a squat. There's,
squatting on your knees or deadlifting on your back. I feel like I'm like stupid.
I think he just means is there like more damage to the knees or damage to the back. But I think the knee issue, I've seen more extreme injuries from squatting than from deadlifting.
Yeah. Jason,
thank you for the super chat though.
Yes, Jason, thank you for the super chat. Shore Classic bound, so excited. We hope you enjoy it, Jason. Hopefully we'll be able to go over at some point one year, because
it looks like a great show.
It does look like a great show. It's just so many shows now. It's just hard. It's hard to be everywhere. Leighton, after I read his comment, he super chatted it. Thank you for the super chat, Leighton. I'll be at Cardiff show. Can't wait. And we can't wait to see you there. We hope you have a great time.
Look who's on here.
Look, it's Neil Pickup. Mr. Neil Pickup, who obviously does emceeing for Giants Live. Evening, Loz and Liz. Looking forward to seeing you both in Cardiff. Also, can't wait for Loz and Rob Frampton's competitive arm wrestling debut in Arm Wars Iron House 2 on Sunday, the 4th of September. A bit of a personal plug there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
Been training really hard hard for this, haven't you? Like
Yeah.
every Sunday, he's there.
And in the week as well, doing the stuff in the gym,
doing his
putting the work in.
Yeah.
Rob is way more experienced than me, and he's looking strong, but I am enjoying the ride and the process of improving my arm wrestling. Every week, I feel like I'm just getting a little bit better. I'm certainly nothing special in arm wrestling, but I am enjoying training again, which is nice, because I did a strongman session with some of my training partners on the weekend, and I didn't enjoy it. I was like, I'm glad I've retired. I think having that feeling, it's probably reassured me that it's the right thing to do. Whereas the arm wrestling, I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
You're like, I rush back. If we've got something on a weekend, I'm rushing back on a Sunday to get there.
He's like, I'm off to arm wrestling now with his backpack like Dora the Explorer. It's nice. It's nice to see you enjoy something like that again.
Yeah. Like training wise, I'm doing like bodybuilding, CrossFit, and arm wrestling stuff.
What a weird mix.
Yeah.
It's a funny question. MC Steve, what do your kids think of having crazy strongman parents?
They think we're crazy.
Yeah, they do. They think it's like, I think he won't admit it, but my son secretly brags to his friends that we're YouTubers. Because he used to use you to pick up girls. Didn't he? Oh, have you met my stepdad? He's Europe's strongest man. This is like when he was 8. So I think Ava's very shy, and she definitely wouldn't use it like for leverage. The little one, she loves it because she gets to go places and meet big people.
She likes coming to the gym and stuff like that.
She likes cuddling the strongmen, doesn't she?
Yeah. She's friends with all of them.
Yeah, she met Chloe, Darren, and Evan and Graham last week. And in a few days' time, she gets to meet Rauno. I'm not sure what she's going to make of him.
Rauno will be great.
I'm sure she's going to love him as well. So, yeah,
that's another thing. We're going to have some fun with Rauno next week as well. We may even try and get Rauno on a live.
We should get Rauno. What do you guys think?
Do you guys want to see Rauno on one of our lives? Because, Sunday night after the
deadlift? And
who wants to see Rauno?
World Open.
Comment, guys. Let us know if you want to see Rauno on a live.
We're considering dragging him on the Sunday live so we can still do it for you guys, but not be rude to our guest. So let us know if you'd like to see Rauno on the live. Joe, thank you for the super chat. Sure, classic watch along with you guys. Well, for one of the days we're going to be at Britain's Strongest Woman, aren't we?
If we can do it, we'd like to.
Yeah.
We're up at Doncaster for Britain's Strongest Woman. We need to just check whether we can. We might be able to. We might be able to do it while we're up there. We'll see. Depends what time it goes on.
Yeah,
we'll look into it. But if you guys want us to, then
we might be able to, because there is quite a big time difference. So it depends on what time Britain's Strongest Woman's on. That's only a 1-day show as well, whereas the Shore Classic's over 2 days. So we'll definitely do something around it and some hype, if nothing else. Yeah. Iris, how is Evan doing?
Loud.
What?
Loud.
how he's doing loud?
Yeah, he's loud.
Oh, he's always loud. He's so obnoxious, isn't he? What a dick.
He almost made me want to get back into strongman the other day.
He almost
just to kick his ass.
Takes it too far. Like at one point, I had to turn off the camera and I was like, guys, be a bit nice. This is starting to sound like really personal. And then you guys both reined it in a bit. But Evan's so funny because literally before we started training, Loz was like to me, oh, do you want a drink? And he grabbed a few drinks and he went to pay for them. And Evan was like, no, let me get that. Like, he's genuinely a really nice guy, isn't he? But the camera turns on and suddenly Evan's just switches.
He's great. He's entertaining. He's
fine.
Fun. He's always, he's always trying as well.
Oh God, yeah.
And I genuinely do have a lot of time for Evan.
Yeah.
But yeah, my God, he talks a lot.
Oh, he does talk a lot. Gosh,
it was much more relaxing going to train with Hixie than
Hixie was a delight. Breen, thank you for the super chat, Breen. Hey, Loz and Liz, just got home from a funeral and this is the pick-me-up I needed. Thanks so much for Evan. You two do. You're awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Breen, and we hope you're doing okay. Funerals are terrible, but yes, we hope you're well. Allowing it to bring exposure. Oh, I don't understand that question.
Yeah, someone saying JF's hammer tire record is considered a different lift. I agree.
It is, yeah.
It's not a standard deadlift from the floor. It's a different lift, and I feel the same about sumo, and even more so about sumo on a kabuki bar as well.
Yeah. Oh, thank God for Sam. The phrase is "Don't hate the player, hate the game." Yeah, there you go. It's been a long week, and it's only Monday. Charles, thank you for the super chat. How would the 2016 Loz fare against this lineup? Ooh. Ooh, at the World Open,
Ooh.
presumably.
2016 loss was pretty good. I don't necessarily think that was me at my best, though, either. Weirdly,
No.
I think I was better actually around 2012.
Yeah.
But I was more experienced by 2016. And I had, certain events I got better at, certain events I wasn't so good at. I think in my prime, I was capable of 1,000 pounds on a deadlift. And I think
front hold you would have done well.
Front hold was really good. The loading I'm pretty good at with 150 log.
Farmers into loading would have been okay for you.
They're not the best events for me though.
No,
I don't think.
You'd
even
preferred like a yoke or
if it was like a frame or a yoke, stuff like that,
or just an all-out farmers.
Yeah.
But,
I don't like the what ifs and buts. I had a great conversation with Darren the other day, and he was totally right in what he said, because every single athlete thinks about the what ifs and the buts after a competition, but you don't think about the other person's what ifs.
Yeah, because something
there's
happens
so many
to
factors.
Everyone,
the amount of times people come up to me and say, "Oh, if only I did this, or if only I got one more rep on this, or if only this didn't happen."
Yeah.
But we can all say that. So you can only go on what happens. I had a great career, loved it, won a number of great shows, did badly sometimes, did well, came in the middle sometimes, and I'm very proud of what I've achieved. But there's no need for me to look back and say, what if I did as well as I could, as well as I was supposed to. I won a European title, won a world title, came fourth at World's Strongest Man, won multiple British titles, broke world records, and now I'm enjoying what I do here. So, there was lots of downs as well, lots of mistakes, but you just got to learn from those.
Living the dream now, though, aren't you, Lars?
Oh, yeah.
Living the dream with Auntie Les. Dylan, how have you managed the heat waves? We haven't, Dylan.
I'm fine.
No.
I've been fine.
You're of, Iranian heritage. You're built.
But I've also lost weight, which has helped me, because I wouldn't have been fine at 170 kilos.
People mock us and say we get 40 degrees every summer, but you probably have air conditioning and you probably don't have homes that are designed to retain heat, because our house is a sweat box, isn't it?
Also, you're not a princess like Auntie Liz.
And you're probably not a princess like me.
Pasty white girl, aren't you?
I am. Yeah. And I'm not built for the heat. It was 43 degrees inside our house. It was 30 odd degrees overnight in the bedroom. I was supposed to sleep.
You okay?
No. I'm warm.
Have some water.
Thank you. Thank you so much. There we go. Sorry, I do get a bit excited. And Scott, thank you for the super chat. Eleanor, how prestigious is the Shore Classic in the landscape of Strongman? It's a new comp run by a small organisation, but big name behind it and competing. That's a great question, because we see a lot of it's going to overtake World's Strongest Man comments, don't we?
I don't think it's anywhere near overtaking World's Strongest Man, but I think in terms of the athletes and how the athletes kind of look at competitions, it's important to a lot of them. I mean, some more than others. For instance, I don't think it's as important for, say, a Tom Stoltman or a Luke Stoltman. Tom Stoltman wants to win World's Strongest Man. Mm-hmm. Martins Lissis wants to win World's Strongest Man in the Arnolds. But I think in terms of growing the sport, and, it's clearly very important for Brian.
Yes.
But I don't think loads of the athletes see this as the big major show. It's another competition on the circuit, and I think it's a chance to try and grow the sport, put on a good performance, and just entertain, rather than this is the show I'm going to peak for.
Well, it's not. So if we look at it sort of subjectively, the Rogue Invitational gives the most prize money. The World's Strongest Man brings the most publicity. No matter what people think of it, it does have the most eyes on it and has, it's the title, isn't it, that everyone wants to win. So, where does it sit? I think it sits as like a really respectable competition. Somewhere maybe like it would need a few more years behind it, but I'd say more like an Arnold's type thing, where it's over 2 days. No, it's not as big as the Arnold's, but it's 3 years in. The Arnold's is what, like nearly 20 years in? 20 years in the Arnold's is. Yeah. So these things take time to grow. Don't
I think it can definitely grow, but it's you can't compare it to those just yet.
I'm not.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
It's saying how prestigious is it right now?
Yeah.
In terms of strongman, it's not as prestigious as you've got to say like World's Strongest Man is number 1.
Yeah.
I would say number 2 is the Arnold's.
Yeah.
I'd say number 3 is probably maybe not in terms of because it's only happened once, but the Rogue Invitational is pushed prize money so high.
Yeah.
That,
It's
I
gonna
mean,
make
the
it
Rogue
so
Invitational
appealing
is
to the
blowing
athletes.
every competition out the water in terms of prize money.
Yeah.
Brian's competition is actually one of the lower paying prize monies in terms of first place, but he makes sure every position is paid pretty well.
Yes.
Whereas some competitions pay quite well for first prize, but
then
the
it
breakdown drops very
so
quickly.
much,
So I think that's why a lot of the athletes like doing the short classic, because it's a guaranteed decent payday, which is nice.
Yeah.
You know, even if you come last, you're going to get something. Whereas in
Yeah.
some comps, you come last, even if the prize money is amazing for first, you might get nothing coming last in some other shows. So I think that's a nice appeal about it.
Definitely.
But it's and I love that it's 8 challenging events. Some of the best guys in the world.
Covers everything.
I think this year doing it live is a big step up for Brian. That's going to make a big difference, and I think that could really help it grow.
Yeah, agreed. Definitely. Oh, Austin, thank goodness he has the same reaction to ASMR. Thank you. I thought I was going mad. I was like, what is this nonsense? Leiden, thank you for the super chat, Leiden. Hopefully meet you again at Cardiff. Do you know if Terry is going? He is the missing autograph on my Giants Live shirt, signed at Loz's last show, and the first thing Liz ever signed, a collector's item. That is quite the collector's item. Terry will
I believe Terry is definitely going, Terry and us are at every single Giants Live.
Like part of the furniture.
I'm sure Terry will be more than happy to sign that for you.
Yeah. Do you remember when we had to sign someone's shoes?
Yes.
Some Converse.
I remember.
Yeah. Very strange for me. I was led on the floor. I think that was at Britain's Strongest Man. Do you think Giants Live would ever do a max squat championship?
I don't think
Probably
they would,
not,
to be honest. The squat is a less popular event in terms of strongman, and there's so much regarding equipment that's needed. Judging is a little bit harder for squatting. I think squatting in strongman tends to be more machine type or reps rather than a squat for max. But we have seen it, so you never know. But I don't think they would necessarily do a squat championship. So I think they may add a squat to a competition, but I think we're a fair few years off of squat championships.
Here we go. Everyone's wanting Rauno. Yay. Rauno. Yay for Rauno. In fact, if there is no live with Rauno, we riot. So that's settled then. Rauno live. Yes, fuck yes. It will be demonetized. Channel may go offline for a bit, but we will make it happen.
It depends how well he's done in the comp as well. He might be happy, he might not be.
I was going to say, if things don't go so well, it might be harder to convince him, but we will do our absolute best to get Rauno on a live, because he is hilarious, isn't he?
He's very funny.
Not always when he means to be. No, I think he knows what he's doing and what he's saying.
When will thumb wrestling be going to a World's Strongest Man event? Thank you, Russ.
No one's training it, Russ. I don't know why. I mean,
you've got this like a weird long thumb.
And you just have weirdly weak thumbs for such a
strong man. I don't have weak thumbs.
Well, you're pinned.
Stupid event. Stupid game.
It's not something Loz would be championing. Let's put it that way.
Stupid thumb wars.
Anthony, thank you for the super chat. Sorry, I didn't word my question well, but Loz answered it. Basically, I was asking what causes more damage on the body, a squat or deadlift.
I thought that was the case. Thank you, Anthony.
He got it. It's me. I'm a bit slow.
She's good at thumb wars, you know. She's got to have something.
My son, is that Yano? Yano is almost 9. I can't wait until I can train with him. Hope he's into strongman like me.
I hope so. I love that Alexa likes training.
Yeah, she loves it.
She just wants to come to the gym all the time with me, and I can't take her all the time, obviously. But when she comes, she just wants to be doing everything, and it's so funny.
Yeah, at bedtime, she's like, "Where's Daddy?" I said, "He's at the gym." She goes, "Is it the one with the Atlas stones?" I said, "Yes." The one with the truck. No, she called it a pull truck. Bless, it is sweet. Michael, thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Pro Strongman _Jeffers from my city for winning the Magnus Ver qualifier.
Well done.
Cool. Which was held in Canada yesterday. Yeah. Yes, get Rauno on. We would definitely get Rauno on.
Congratulations to him for winning. And thank you very much for the super chat.
He's doing a women's competition as well this year, isn't he, Magnus?
Magnus, I believe so.
Yeah. Everyone's stepping up their game,
The
aren't
women's
they?
side is growing rapidly.
It really is.
Looking forward to seeing actually what happens with the Shore Classic, because they've got the amateur men's and the women's competing as well.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really cool.
Yeah. Cracked Anvil saying he's going to the Shore Classic, which will be his first strongman show. And he's so hyped that the goat is going to be there.
Yes.
Very happy. Do your best, very happy.
I'm very happy.
Very
I
happy.
break new world record.
You've practiced
I
that.
eat very much and I have to be strong.
Yes. I eat tomatoes. I drink tomato juice. I'll never forget 2014 World's Strongest Man. It was like the after party and he just won. And he doesn't drink alcohol at all. And he goes, oh, no alcohol. I have 2 orange juice. That was like his celebration, was have 2 orange juices instead of 1. That's quite wholesome, isn't it?
It is. He's doing like a training camp this week. For
Yeah, he's
people
got
could go and train with
some
Zadrunas.
guys there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's funny. We were talking about that, like, oh, I couldn't do that. Host people for a whole week. I'd burn myself out because you know what I'm like.
I know. You try and go overboard.
I
and then
would
you'd be,
go way too far. Alex, thank you for the super chat. Power meet in 2 weeks, hoping for 100.
Go and smash it, Alex. Best of luck in your competition.
There we go.
Neil's back.
Neil's back. Preach. Speaking personally, I am part man, part large sea bound mammal, and this humidity is a dick. No sleep till Buxton. Thank you, Neil. Neil understands what I'm
Neil
talking
gets
about. Yeah, Neil gets me. There we go.
We need to go see Neil.
Yeah, we will go see Neil at some point. He came round here once, arm wrestled
but
Alexa,
we
didn't
had to
he?
do the commentating and we didn't get enough time to actually arm wrestle.
Levi, late to the party. Hello, Loz and Liz. Hope you're well.
Hey,
Hello,
Levi. Hope you're doing well.
That is Levi of Smash and Pass. So for anyone who's ever saying, oh, where's your cool Doomstar deadlift top from, or your Mario one, Levi's the dude behind that, isn't he? Isn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I was trying to read.
That's all right. I'm scrolling through. Oh, I think we're up to date on comments. Cool. How about a Tortilla Challenge rematch when Rauno is over there? Maybe. I feel like there was a lot of cheating last time. Like we'd agreed that I'd go first, but then I was sucker slapped. That's the word, isn't it? Instead of sucker punched. Sucker slapped by a loss. It caught me off guard. I nearly lost it straight away. But yeah, I reckon I could win this. But you've got to not hit Rauno in the eye.
Yeah, he was whinging about his eye. You know.
The whole time.
You got to take it, you know.
He's like the sensible one. Oh dear. Did you both sign both, or did you sign one? Yeah, I think we both signed one.
You signed one, I signed the other.
Yeah, so he's got a Liz on one foot and a Loz on the other. Were they pink Converse?
Yeah.
Pink? Yeah,
I can't remember what colour they were.
Baby pink. I don't know. But yeah, we signed one each.
Devon's forearm. Thank you very much.
Devon's forearm.
That's a big forearm.
It's a big forearm. Russ, thank you for the super chat. Instead of stone off for the ties, what about a one-on-one tug of war? That used to be
first few World's Strongest Man competitions. We did a video recently with every single event. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go and check it out. Every single event ever at World's Strongest Man. And the tug of war was the deciding event. I think they had the top 4.
Yeah.
And so whoever was in first place would go against fourth, third against second, and then the 2 that won that went into the decider.
Something like that,
and I think one year Jeff Capes and Bill Kazmar had like a 10-minute tug of war.
Yeah, it did go for about 10 minutes. It was on sand, so of course they dug themselves down into the sand, and no one wanted to make the first move. I think Jeff eventually made the first move, and then Kaz was able to get him. But it used to be the final event at World's Strongest Man.
Yeah.
Then Loading Race ended up being the final event, but that eventually changed to like the opener event for the final. So it's interesting watching. Because
go and watch the video because you'll enjoy that one. It's quite an interesting one.
Yeah. When are we going to see prediction videos? Thank you, Gregors.
Thank you, Gregors. We have prediction videos going out tomorrow, so check those out. The
first one's going out tomorrow. We've split it off into 2 because otherwise it would end up being about an hour long, which I think is probably too long for predictions. So we've got one just for the deadlift, and then on Wednesday we'll have our overall show one going out as well. Is there any word on the replacement for Ryan England in Strongman Champions League England?
Yes, 1 second.
Can't wait for the event. Hope to see you there.
So we have Jordan Osborne coming over from Australia. He's one of Australia's strongest man. And also we have Roberto Rodriguez is his name. I think is Roberto Rodriguez. He will also be competing in Gloucester. So those 2 athletes have been added. Unfortunately, Ryan has injured his hand. He's kind of ripped one of the tendons in his fingers.
Nasty injury. He can't grip at all, can he?
He's been unlucky with a few injuries. He was doing really well in the competition. Tire flip was going really well. Ran back to the sandbag, picked it up, and suddenly his finger just pinged. It's really swollen up quite nicely. So I feel for him.
Bless him. Jonathan, who's a member, saying, "Hi, Liz and Loz. I'm a big fan of yours. Keep up the good work. And I am from Oxfordshire."
Not too far away from us. Yeah.
Honestly, you just come out of the area and up the road and you're in Oxfordshire.
Yeah.
We're very close indeed. Or what will the deadlift record be next week? That feels like a loaded
The deadlift
question.
record next week will still be 501 kilos. And I stand by that.
Yeah.
I stand. Even Darren said it was
legit.
legit
Yeah, he
lift.
did.
The disappointing thing with Thor's lift is that we didn't get to see it in competition, and I agree with that. It is disappointing.
Yeah.
But Thor, it was a now or never type lift.
He was going
2 years
to retire
later,
anyway.
once he could have done it in a competition, he'd lost 60 kilos and was boxing.
Yeah,
So
to be fair.
his plan was to retire after that lift. He was meant to do it in a full competition. It was a weird time. My God, it was a weird time. I'm just glad. I'm just glad we are back in competitions, and hopefully someone soon will pull 505 and we just end the battle between those two.
That's one of my. I want it to go for that reason. So, but it has to be a really good lift. There has to be no question over lockout. Otherwise, we can't get away from this argument.
These are something like, I believe if we're going to see 505 next weekend, I think it will be ugly. I think it'll be hitched.
I don't care if it's ugly. I care if it's locked out.
Well,
a solid lockout.
When we look at the guys lifting recently in training videos,
a lot of them aren't.
How many of them are locked out?
Graham and Rauner.
Graham and Rauner, definitely. Those two have great lockouts.
They've been quite harsh, and maybe it will be different come competition day. But if you're not locking out in training, why are you locking out in training?
Before the competition, the athletes meeting, everything needs to be clear. The athletes need to know exactly what's expected of them, and the referees, whoever they may be, need to make sure the athletes pull and pull and pull until that down signal is legit, which is hard when you're going for world records because you don't want to make people hold it too long.
No, it's a hard call to make.
We need to see good quality lifts if this is going to go.
I am willing to sit there next to Magnus and say yes or no, give him my thoughts. So you're not qualified. Get back in. That's my biggest concern, is that there will be question marks, because Iron Bibby's had it with both his axle and his log lift, and it just seems so unfair on the athlete as well when it's their achievement is.
We
very
say
much
it all the time.
by,
I can never blame an athlete for putting a weight down. If the referee says down, they're going to put it down. If the referee makes them pull and hold it and make sure it's fully locked out, the athlete will keep trying. So then there can be no issues. Yeah,
fingers crossed. Would love to see it go, but it has to go the right way.
Indeed.
Liz is the number 2 ref in the world after Magnus. Can you imagine?
She thinks she is.
I reckon I could referee.
How many times have you refereed, Elizabeth?
Never, but I've looked at a lot of lifts, Lozzie. Come on now.
It genuinely is hard because there's pressure on you, and you're looking for a split-second thing sometimes.
I know. And also, I appreciate, because I've seen mistakes made in refereeing. I know sometimes you're expecting a rhythm, because this is something I sometimes experience when filming you. You expect something to happen, so you sort of go down with it, and then it doesn't go down. I can see how that would happen with, say, a log lift for reps or something. I do get it
all the time.
I know it's harder, and I'm making light of it. But
Liz is trying to make out that refereeing is easy.
I'm not saying refereeing
Magnus,
is
if
easy.
you're watching, look, she's supposed to be your friend, and she's just...
Magnus gives me more shit than anyone. I can give him some back. Oh, I'm going to be on his case all weekend. Magnus is a monkey, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. We look forward to seeing him.
Always look forward to seeing Magnus. Sometimes after a competition, I don't know how, I sometimes end up on the old table, and it's basically me and Magnus. And all the young cool people have gone off somewhere, and me and him are just chatting for hours. But I put up with a lot of shit from Magnus. He can take some back. Ozzy, Big Loz,
Aussie arm wrestler.
Aussie arm wrestler. Big Loz, you dead set legend. Love that you are dipping your toe in the arm wrestling world. Ready, bang. Do you know him?
He's messaged me a few times.
Oh,
I
has
need
he?
to reply to him, actually. I think I've got a message from him on my Instagram. I will reply to you soon, buddy. But yeah, I'm loving it. Loving arm wrestling. It's just making me feel like an excited beginner again, which is really cool. And he's commented again there, when we're going to Australia, we're going to Australia in January.
Yes. Yes.
Why did you look so shocked when I said that?
Oh, no, it's sorry. I was reading ahead. I wasn't listening to you. Sorry.
Like normal.
Like normal.
She's never listening to me.
You two going to Cardiff? Yes, we are, PP. We are.
Yeah, we are. We're looking forward to Cardiff.
Yeah.
We will be there Friday.
Yes.
And
From
Saturday,
Friday
obviously.
and then into Sunday. Nolan, will else be doing strength unknown with Martins?
We have spoken to
Romark.
Romark about if they come over to the UK to do something together. So
Yeah.
watch this space.
There's a lot of people in the UK, to be fair, in the world of strongman. So it's not like, you go to Latvia and you go see Ivers. There's quite a few people. So we will see. When are you coming to Australia? There, here we go. Liz, can you come and referee a local comp if I hold one? Loz can come and be the eye candy, I guess. I absolutely would, because I think that would give me the practice that I need so I can say, I've refereed before.
There you go. Auntie Liz is up for refereeing competitions. If anyone wants to hire Auntie Liz for their local competition.
Only £500 is my fee. I think it's fair. Standard refereeing weights.
Yeah.
Or rates.
Weights. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Is something kind of gone then?
No, everything's fine. Luke missed the log record, perhaps because of the time lag on Signal. Yeah, it's possible. I
don't think he missed it because of the time lag on Signal, but Zadrunas is just a really strict referee and he didn't quite lock it out. But Luke is a tremendous log lifter. I'm looking forward to seeing him attempt the log record again at some point. Luke and Tom both been on their holidays, haven't they?
Holidays?
Hollybobs.
I don't know.
Yeah, they've been away. They're away as like a family, the four of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I think something's wrong with my algorithms. I'm not seeing anything from anyone recently. No.
Do you know what? I think things have been like that, though.
I'm not seeing, like, the things...
Have you guys seen normal stuff on social media recently? Because I've even noticed this with stuff that I watch on YouTube and stuff like that.
I'm not getting recommended the same things I used to get. It's very strange. Yeah. Very strange. Let us know, guys, if you're seeing weird things in the world of YouTube and Instagram. Catherine here saying, I'd prefer to see clean lifts at lower weights than ugly, dubious lifts at high weights. I totally agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, Catherine, with that. Yeah. I think a clean looking lift just looks impressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I quite like, say you're in a strongman competition and it's the last rep and someone's worked really, really hard to get that last rep. But when we're talking max lifts, I like seeing clean, solid lifts.
I don't even care if it's ugly. I just want it to be obviously done.
Completed.
Yeah,
properly.
complete. Yeah. Because strongman it's not powerlifting. It doesn't have to be smooth. It doesn't have to be pretty. But it has to be completed. What was I about to click on? Not that. Loz's commentary has come a long way since Thor's 501 deadlift.
You want to see my commentary since I did a Giants Live, I think it was 2010. I commentated with Colin Bryce for Eurosport.
Yeah.
That was
bad.
definitely improved over the years.
Yeah. It's a skill though, isn't it? And one that you acquire.
Like anything, you've got to practice and get better. And I don't class myself as good now. I still want to get better and improve.
You are good now. I don't think you give yourself enough credit. Like, I get nervous for you, but then when I watch back something like the Arnolds, you sound great. You do sound like a pro, I think.
Thank you very much.
And that's why I laugh when people say that I should do it with you. I'd be awful.
I genuinely enjoy it. I do. I love strongman, so I love talking about the sport that I love. But yeah, it's weird. I guess when you do it first, you're very nervous. I'm a lot more relaxed now when I do it, and I think because I'm not competing now as well, that's quite nice. Because as a competitive athlete, I don't care what any competitive athlete tells you, you have a little bit of an ego.
Yeah, gotcha.
And you're going to think,
not a little bit, bloody massive.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Was genuinely, once I retired, it was like, okay, I can just enjoy it again.
Yeah.
It's not about looking at that guy thinking, how do I beat him?
Yeah.
It's about looking at him thinking, damn, that's impressive. And
you have to be jealous.
No, there's nothing to be jealous of.
No.
Once you kind of admit to yourself that you are done with it,
Yeah.
And it's being in that position where it's the right time to step back. But for me, it was. And then I had something else to go into. Commentating for me, I absolutely love it. And it's why I'm able to be quite happy not competing anymore, because I'm heavily involved in the sport that I love without having to put myself through that pain. Because like I said, I trained the other day, like we did log and frame walk and some conditioning after. Conditioning was fine, but the frame walk, an event I used to be really, really good at, it just hurts.
Yeah.
And
It's no fun when it just hurts.
Even squatting and deadlifting hurt me these days.
Yeah.
It's I tend to find I'm enjoying the fitness type challenges more than the strength ones right now.
What was I about to? Oh yeah, Ben super chat. Thank you for the super chat. There's only one Magnus, and that is Samuelson.
Ooh. I really like Magnus Samuelson.
I love Magnus.
Absolutely love him, but I love Magnus Fur as well.
Yeah, Maggie's all right. We joke, but no, we do love Magnus.
But Magnus Samuelson was my favorite strongman as a kid, kind of getting into strongman. So
we met him because you'd met him before you actually competed against him.
I did, yeah.
We spent more time with him in 2019 when he came to, was it the Manchester show? Yeah, I think it was the World Open. And what a cool guy he is, isn't he? Magnus Samuelson.
Yeah,
he's really cool. Yeah. He's just someone you want to be able to say, oh, that's my mate. Because he's a really cool guy.
He is
tall.
Yeah, he was tall.
Brilliant. And, we're from a tall world.
Yeah.
But
no, he was an amazing strongman.
Yeah. Yeah, because not like...
And just a cool person, like you say. Just laid back, confident in himself, doesn't have any ego or anything like that. Just, it was really nice to meet him and just chill and chat with him.
Definitely. Eric is saying that if we go to Australia, he strongly requests Rongo footage. That guy is a gem. We will definitely see Rongo, won't we?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, without question. If we go to Australia, we are going to see Rongo.
Have I met Rongo?
No, I don't think you have.
No, I feel like I've met him.
This is disappointing.
Oh, Caro won't be in Cardiff. He just answered my question on Instagram. See, he's another person I haven't seen on Instagram. To be fair, I think he's genuinely not being posting anything. Caro the deadlifter. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Auntie Liz is on it.
I am on it. Yeah, the last time he posted anything was the 25th of June. Just click on his stories. Nothing. No. I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised because we literally see nothing from him at all. Yeah.
It's sad that he's not coming, but obviously he's got his reasons. We'll try and find out. But if that is the truth,
it
is disappointing.
It is disappointing. That one from Jesse just below. Thoughts on having more than one referee on certain lifts? I mean, reffing from one point of view is hard. So, yeah, to be honest, I think you could do with one side.
Three referees.
It doesn't even need to be three. It's not powerlifting. One guy from a side angle who could say to the one in front, yeah, I'm happy, thumb up. Do you know what I mean? It's not three white lights or anything, but the side angle tells you a lot that the front angle doesn't always, especially if they're wearing big, long T-shirts and over their suits.
So the Stockman clan are in Tenerife.
Oh, okay. Presumably they're not coming to Cardiff because I know it's a very long way for them
but
to
they
come
are
anyway.
competing in the Shore Classic.
Yes, of course they
I
are.
know they haven't been focused on training for it.
Okay.
So I'm not expecting them to go there and dominate.
No, they're going to go there and have fun.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see Tom like he was at Worlds.
Okay. No. God, no.
So I did see a funny video of Luke trying to run on, like these kind of mats they have on the water. He's trying to run along, and he's like, it didn't end well. It didn't start well.
No.
He didn't get anywhere.
It didn't start well.
when you're a strong man, it's
certain things.
Yeah. What's Stacey saying?
Yeah, but the same sort of thing that Splat Boy's saying. Yes, a lot of content creators are complaining also the algorithm is messed up.
There we go.
And Instagram have changed their algorithm to favor short form video content. I mean, to be fair, we don't put long videos on Instagram anyway, do we? But stick to your subscription tab. YouTube is scuffed. Find things through your subscription tab. Is it hard to get an air conditioner in Britain? You can get those sort of standalone units, those big boxes. We don't have central air though. That's not really a thing. And because it's not normal to, I think apparently less than 1% of households have it. And I'm surprised if it would be as high as that. So it's like it's quite a unique service, so there's not many people doing it. And when demand massively outweighs supply, the price will be completely sky high. So you can get those boxes that you put ice in and
Right.
blow
This is a
air
really
around.
boring conversation.
It's important.
Liz wants AC in our house, but we've got a fan. Okay, that'll have to do
A
for you.
fan. Do you know what? That fan actually was a lifesaver, wasn't it?
Yeah, you were happy I found that, weren't you?
You found it. You put me in the attic and made me go get it. It was bloody boiling up there as well.
But it was a good idea, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So YouTube is going to find things through your subscription tab, and make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, and turn on your notifications.
Yeah.
So it's not too much to ask. Liz and Loz kick off a new big tech algorithm conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy, Charlotte. Everyone's agreeing with us.
Yeah.
Loz was a great announcer for the boxing match.
Thank you very much.
That was different for you, wasn't
was
it?
very different.
And do you know what? The atmosphere was like.
I
not so
was
much
very
on
lucky
match
working
night.
with Barry. Was great.
Yeah, Barry was good. But the atmosphere that week leading into it, it wasn't all.
It wasn't as fun as a
happy and
Strongman show, was it?
relaxed. No, it wasn't. No. Yeah, here we go. It's expensive. Sorry, I'll come away from the air conditioning talk.
Please
sorry.
do. No more air conditioning, guys. She's boring me now.
Here we go. This looks important. What is the most eggs you've ate in one session?
Ooh, probably about 12. I would say I've had 12 eggs before.
Yeah. There you go. Loz, who's your best friend in Strongman? That's a nice question.
Auntie Liz is my best friend in Strongman.
I wasn't going to say you, but yeah, you're right. You're mine as well.
Who are you going to say?
Rano.
Yeah.
Or Mark.
There's me trying to be nice to Rano today, and I'm not even your best friend.
No, of course you're my best friend, but that's a boring, safe choice. Choose someone else. Don't choose me.
I don't really have like a best friend, I don't think.
Friends. No, it's not like best friends.
I get on with lots of people.
Yeah.
But
Who would you say you're closest to then, if that
You.
changes things? No, of course me, but like outside of me, the rest of the world are strong men. The strong men.
I don't really think I'm that. I'm not like someone that's like mega close to anyone.
No, I know.
Like I've got lots of good friends.
Mm.
Like I consider lots of people my friend, but I'm not someone that's got like a best friend.
No.
I haven't got like one guy that
Like
I'm always hanging
Andrea's
around
a
with.
very good friend.
Yeah, but Andrea and me are great friends. But like me and Rano are good friends.
Yeah.
I'm good friends with Terry, Rob Frampton, Felix, Darren Sadler, Hicksy, Don. You know, I class lots of people as my friends.
Yeah.
I think I'm too old to worry about just a best friend. I'm one of those guys. Like I cannot see a friend for a year,
and then just.
But if they, I'll pick up things. But if they needed me, they ring me and I'm there.
Yeah.
Like I'm not someone that will bother you every day and kind of be in your kind of pocket. But I think
you can easily pick up where you left off with people. Yeah. Okay. Were you starstruck when you met Magnus Samuelsson?
I wasn't necessarily starstruck, but I was very pleased that someone that I looked up to was a decent person, because that's important to me. I've met people before that I used to look up to that, to be quite honest, they were dicks. And suddenly, because of that, my opinion of them changed. I don't think it matters what you've achieved. You should be a decent person. And that's what I liked about Magnus. He was just a nice guy. And, you know, I'll always respect that. I have no time for people, no matter how good they are at something, if they can't be a decent human being.
Yeah. Torn hamstring from Asco, apparently. So there you go. Is Hicksy going? I've seen him lifting big, but can't find anything official.
Hicksy is competing at the World Open this weekend.
Looking bloody strong as well, isn't he? Like Hicksy is genuinely a contender for the win.
I think Hicksy's legitimately one of the strongest men on the planet.
Yeah, agree.
When you're talking power, he is. I mean, we did a front hold. We just did a video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. A video training with Hicksy. It's just one of his last sessions before he competes next weekend. And we did a front hold. Now, we did the competition weight, or just below the competition weight.
Yeah.
I did about 52 seconds. He did about 52 seconds.
Yeah.
Then before that, he did like a 45 kilo.
43 kilos. He put 15 kilos on top of 28.
I couldn't even hold it.
No.
So Hicksy's issue is he's sometimes so strong, but when things are a bit lighter, he's not quite as good.
Yeah.
But if you up the weights, I don't think anyone touches him.
No, he is so strong. Like statically, who can touch him when it comes to like being so well-rounded at the
Squat, bench,
compound.
deadlift, overhead.
Exactly.
He is phenomenal.
Yeah, he is.
And he's injury-free. He's looking happy. I
Mm.
genuinely believe he's a big threat this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. Very confident as well, which is nice to see from Hicksy because he's not a hype guy, is he? Why is it that everyone aged 39 to 40 has Magnus as their favourite strongman? Because he was mine too. He's just a cool guy.
I think he was the kind of
he?
guy we all grew up watching. He won World's Strongest Man in 98 and was in a lot of those competitions from 95 to 2008.
Yeah.
I think he was competing at World's Strongest Man almost every single year. So we all just kind of grew up with him.
Yeah. Sorry, just reading ahead.
Alex
Lungo. I'm late to the party, but it's only because Uncle Loz had me doing nasty exercises in training today. P.S. That'd be brave. Thank you for the super chat, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. We'll see you soon,
been
buddy.
making Alex do?
Nothing nasty.
No.
Deadlift and upper back work and a little bit of grip stuff. He doesn't like grip. He's got little girly fat hands.
Okay. The Beast, World's Strongest Man. Thank you for the super chat. Hey guys, love the channel. I've got a competition next year and want to get my first deadlift suit. Have you got any advice or recommendations? Or you hate deadlift suits, don't you?
I get asked about the suit thing all the time. I'm going to address this actually because I think it's important. I think novice and lower level competitions shouldn't allow suits.
Mm-hmm.
I think too many people jump in a suit too quickly and sacrifice good technique just to try and lift a bit more weight. So that's my personal kind of, I actually think suits should be banned in strongman full stop, but I really think in like novice competitions, they should definitely be banned. I think people should be trying to get stronger raw with good form and working on technique, obviously. If you are in a competition and you don't want to be at a disadvantage, there are a number of suits out there. Suits are very difficult to get the sizing right because it's not like you can just go into a shop and try them on. You have to order them online. My best advice would be try and get one that's tailor made for your size. I personally like the Inza Max Deadlift that I found worked best for me when I was a bit slimmer. I actually found when I was bigger, I hated any suit. There's a few more options these days. I mean, we were talking to Hicksy the other day and he struggles with suits. He's trying to mess around. He's bought about 10 different suits.
He's made like a Frankenstein suit. He's sewn two single plies together so we can get the good bit from the top half of one and the good bit from the bottom. It's just a mess though.
It is a mess. Yeah. Hicksy 2 suits, we're going to call him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the suits are one of those things personally I think should be banned from strongman.
Well, they're a powerlifting thing, aren't they? I mean, I guess they've been allowed because
we want to
promoters want to see the biggest.
They want to see the biggest
weights,
weights, and I get it. But yeah, I think too many people are jumping into suits way too quickly. I have clients, I have this argument with them all the time. They're like, oh, what suit shall I use? I'm like, let's just get your deadlift higher first. Because they're looking for that 10, 15, 20 kilos, 30 kilos that a suit might give them. And I totally get it. If you're at a competition, you don't want to be at a disadvantage. But my recommendation would be an Inza Max Deadlift. Other people may disagree. Some people go for the metal suits. It does come down to personal preference because different body shapes tend to suit different types of suits as well. But my best pull ever was in an Inza Max Deadlift, so I guess that's why it's my favorite.
It's an important question. Would you trade your beard for hair?
Oh, hell yeah.
Would you?
No, I don't really care.
I can't imagine what you'd look like now with a full head of hair.
It's been a long time. I used to have long hair.
Yeah.
I had like long hair, like down to there.
You shouldn't have, though.
I was young and stupid.
You had long black hair.
Yeah.
In braids.
And now I've got like long grayish black hair, brown hair, all sorts of colours in here, actually.
Yeah, ginger and all sorts.
I'm quite happy. I'm quite lucky. I've got a decent shaped head to be bald.
Yeah, you suit being bald. Yeah.
You know, I got Auntie Liz, so it's fine.
Yeah, you don't need hair. You'll attract all these younger women. Then what would I do?
Oh.
Where would I be? What do you think of the Shaw Classic trading cards? And do you plan on buying a pack?
No, I don't.
Lars isn't a trading card kind of person. They would end up in a draw.
If people like that kind of thing and it helps get a bit more money into it, then great. Or by all means, go for it. But it's not my thing.
It's not your thing, is it? No. There you go. Nicola, can you do a member meet and greet in Gloucester? Nicola, we'll definitely have time for everyone.
If you are in Gloucester, Nicola, we will definitely meet up. No
it's
problem at
not
all.
going to be like a giant live with thousands and thousands of people. So there's going to be more time, a bit more relaxed, presumably. Don't know.
I think
we'll get there and it's manic.
Will be now.
Yeah, it's going to be now. But yeah, we definitely make time, especially to meet our members. Nolan was saying JF is comparable, but he's obviously out. Not on the log though. JF is very, very good squat, deadlift,
not as good squat or not as good bench or press.
No,
he's good.
Yeah,
not as good as Hicksy.
No, Hicksy is more like world level on both ends, isn't he? Whereas JF, you wouldn't say he was world class comparing him to the top level strongman when it comes to an overhead.
No.
It's still world class, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jumping around.
But I do agree. JF was a great all-round lifter.
I miss JF.
We'll see JF.
I know, but I still miss him. Just catching up.
We'll both be at Giants Live Glasgow. Yes, we will. We're looking forward to going up to Scotland.
Yes,
we would have been Scotland this weekend because it's the Donald Dinny Day.
The gathering, yeah.
Unfortunately, a clash of dates meant that we couldn't go up to that. Yeah. One of my clients is going up there trying to break my record as well.
Like he came to you specifically to coach him to break it, didn't he?
He's got a good chance as well.
Has he?
Yeah.
Doing well.
He's trained specifically for this. I hope he doesn't take this the wrong way, but I don't think he's as strong as me all round.
No, I think he probably agree.
His focus is solely on this, and he's trained really hard. He's done some good distances on the rings in training, so he's obviously the nerves are kicking in now, but I'd love to see him do it.
Yeah.
And then I'd love to go back next year and beat it.
Yeah. Someone's saying Asco Caro's hamstring might just be a rumor. Yes, please do not quote us on any of this.
Yeah, we will speak to Asco ourselves and find out exactly what's going on.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be announced. I mean, I doubt he'd be replaced at this point. I don't think anyone should jump into max deadlift a couple of days before. Maybe someone will, though. Maybe someone's willing. The Olympics used to be naked. What?
So it's a fun random comment that came up, so I put it up on the screen.
I feel like there's some further context to this that we've missed. Do
you want to see Strongman naked?
God, no, that would look awful, wouldn't it?
It would be
imagine
terrible.
The squat.
Oh, it would be terrible.
No.
Absolutely terrible. Nobody needs to see that.
No, I love Strongman, but not that.
Yeah.
Not that. Where are you? Completely agree that deadlift suit shouldn't be a thing unless it's for world record. I just don't want to be at a disadvantage. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
If everyone's using them, then you obviously you kind of be foolish to go in at a disadvantage.
Catherine saying seeing the Stoltmans in budgie smugglers is more than enough nakedness. It absolutely is. And to be honest, ancient Greek Olympics was naked. There you go. Yeah. I don't know, like where this is.
We've obviously missed something.
Yeah, I think this is a good time to wrap it up though, because we've been on for a while now, and it's going to be a busy week, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Very exciting.
Yes, thank you very much for joining us, guys. It's been. We got this naked strongman would definitely make the news. It would, but probably for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
So what's coming through now? What do you think of a quick bench press? It always looks like I really don't like a quick bench pressing. I really don't.
No, it's just like where they come out like that.
I respect the guys, but no, it's
not for us, is it?
No,
it's just like that.
Anyway, let's not leave on that note, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. Yes. We hope you have an awesome week. Look back tomorrow. We have our predictions for the deadlift.
Tomorrow.
We've got Rauno coming.
Yes.
If you haven't watched it already, go and check out the 91 different events that take place at World's Strongest Man. And as always, if you aren't already, make sure you become a subscriber to the channel. And if you want to become a member, you can become a member as well. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.
Bye. Smile and wave back at us. I can't find the button.
Good night, guys.
Is it still